Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. And the play fake, and now Heineke
rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And Ingram holds it in. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll throw again. Heineke.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Give up the middle to Gibson.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They go play action. Now Heineke
steps away.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play. And immediately.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Gibson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua buying time, and the pressure gets to him again.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that is incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, Heineke.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Play action now. Here's Heineke.
On the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Nine yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he will have a Dolphins first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. On target over the middle to Hill.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Heineke's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 50 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes.